Hey everybody, it's Hitman23. Happy Sunday to you all. It's been a little while since I've made regular videos. Been going through some personal things at home, and making videos wasn't on the top list of my priorities. But let me tell you, today I was like, I need to make a video. I need to do some card stuff. And that's just another reason why I love collecting cards. Everybody has a reason why they collect cards. They love the sport, which I do. They love collecting. I have the collector's, gene, so I like to collect things. All that kind of reasons. Some people do it for the money. Some people do it for a business. But I do it just for the enjoyment of it. I've been doing it basically my whole life. And sometimes it's nice to have some sort of escape. I think it's really important to have an escape. I know plenty of people who don't have escapes, and they have, rough times in life, when they get down or something. And I always felt it was important you have something, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be sports cards. It could be whatever, playing an instrument, bird watching, whatever, some sort of hobby, some sort of thing to take you away from real life. So yesterday, me and my sister had to make a very hard decision. We had to basically take my father's car keys from him because he can no longer drive the car. He's starting to have some serious dementia issues, and it's a difficult situation. And yesterday was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make in my life, and it was tough to do so. But we did it, and we have to move on and adjust to that and help him adjust. But I thought about, okay, I really need to get into my cards. I really, I need that escape from the reality of the world. So I thank baseball cards for allowing me that escape into something other than the real world. So I'm going to show you a couple of cards this morning. First couple of cards I'm going to show you just some pulls I've pulled recently. Nothing crazy, but I thought of kind of cool. I pulled this first card out of one of those repack boxes. It was in a pack. It's the Golden Age, the Panini Golden Age, and I got this cool little Steve Cawthon autograph. I remember Steve Cawthon as a kid, and he was big in the late 70s. He was a very young, young jockey, and even I was a kid. I think it was in like 77 or 78. Even at that time, to me, he looked like a kid because he was this tiny guy. Jockey's just small. And I remember seeing him on the TV a lot. I think he was in some commercials. But lo and behold, in 1977, he was Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year. I think he was 17 or 18. And then the following year, in 1978, he rode affirmed to the Triple Crown that year. And that was the last Triple Crown for many, many years until, I guess, I'm not a horse racing fan, so I don't remember who won the Triple Crown more recently, but affirmed was the last to do so in 1978. Steve Cawthon was the youngest jockey ever to ride a horse to a Triple Crown. So that's pretty big stuff right there. So I got that cool Steve Cawthon autograph. And then the next card, I got this out of I believe this is pulled out of a Heritage Mega Box. It's like 15-pack boxes. That was kind of cool because not only has it got the Trophy Cup, Vinny Pasquantino, very similar last name to mine. My last name is Pasqua, so I thought that was cool. He's a Paisan, and very similar last name, and pulled that out of a retail product. And it's a rookie card, pretty cool in itself. And of course, the Trophy Cup, right? Very cool card. Two more cards. Now these are going more into the vintage variety. A few weeks ago, I picked up a very, very nice card for my 1966 Topps set build. And I got this from Card Soup. And it's this beautiful 1966 Al Kaline. Very, very, very nice card. Aside from a little tiny crease in that bottom corner, this card presents beautifully, and it'll go very awesomely in my set. So there's the front, and I think it's a very cool looking card. It's a nice, classic pose. I really like the Tigers did the numbers on the sleeves back then. I think that's a cool little thing for the uniform. There's the front, and there's the back. It's card number 410. So Al Kaline went right from high school to the major leagues. Never played a day in the minors. And maybe, in terms of like underrated players, I think of him and I think of, Frank Robinson as underrated players in the history of the sport. So there's a nice 66 tops Al Kaline. And the fourth and last card today, I got this 1975 tops card number 1, which is the Hank Aaron highlight card commemorating his breaking of Babe Ruth's all-time home run record. And what's unique about this card is the fact that it is a highlight card with the All-Star star on it. That was the first time that's ever been done, and I believe the only time it's ever been done. In this set, in the 75 top set, Hank Aaron, his last card, so he's got the first card and the last card in this set, kind of like the 54 tops with Ted Williams doing the first card and the last card. So he got the first and last card in the set. And the last card, card 660, he's pictured in his, I'm not sure if he's actually in his Braves uniform because it's a side profile shot of like a kind of a head shot, kind of like the 65 Ernie Banks card where you just see the side of the head. But it's the Brewers is on top because he was, he signed with the Brewers after the 74 season. So this is commemorating his NL All-Star choice from the 74 season on his card that pictures him in his Braves uniform, which is, appropriate. But the one thing is, and let me show you, let me go get something off my shelf. I should have gotten it before. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, one of the other, big differences on this card is you see it's the highlights card, which is, that orange and brown border, but the All-Star cards from 75 have the yellow and red border, except for this one, and there's one more that doesn't have the red and yellow border, and it's also missing something very important. I'm not going to make you think about that one for a second. I don't have the card yet, but when I do, and I do the video, I will definitely explain that. So it's interesting. This is the first year Topps used some sort of denotation on the player's card that they were an All-Star from the year before. Back in 61 and 62, Topps did do the little star rookie emblem on rookies from those 2 years. So that was really the first time Topps ever used a star to denote something, but this is the first time they used a star or some sort of emblem or a shield or a banner to denote the All-Star selection from the year before and not make a separate card like they have been, ever since 82 they brought back the separate cards. Back in the late 50s, they started making the separate All-Star cards all the way up until 1975. So I am doing this registry. So I got this really nice, you could see a nice Hank Aaron card number 1 in a nice 5, in a fantastic 5. So that's that. There's the back. And guys, enjoy your cards. Have an escape. Do something fun. And may the cardboard God shine out upon each and every one of you. I will catch you on the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Later. Goodbye.